defense against a common enemy, responsible for world's hunger and bombing entities. It's intense the way they're criminalizing poverty, so acute the destitute are just visualizing lottery. It's from the legalese, steadily codified, got a swallowing pride in food that's genetically modified. When you try to shun that, one fact, sometimes it's not when you strike, but when you come back. As the grunts pine, workers on the front line, we need a raise in benefits, so it's punk time. For the rank and file, bosses prank with guile, creep up behind us and just shank and smile. That's an insane how they want to play for keeps. No contract settlement when they delay for weeks. Our steam team up against an array of cheats. We've got to combat their airtight plan, not just pray for leaks. Lame and mundane anti-union legislation, their grooming regulation, already proving devastation. We feel when they detest our unity, attack on labor, battles oppressed communities. In the behind are the flunkies of capitalism, paradigm shift once we rattle the prism. Tired of this, to them it's amusement, but our improvement is chilling. Not nearly enough united movement building. When there's too much focus on the world economy, a real education can unfurl autonomy. When an injury to one is an injury to all, proceed militantly with gall so we don't innocently fall. The way they're lauding, applauding, and speechifying. No public bargaining, but their breach is trying. From being called greedy for striking a few days, for your enjoyment, continued employment is now the new raise. Even though it's a small feat for us to all leap, if it wasn't for the capitalist on Wall Street, has us confused by fake socialists, raking us over the coals persist as they take hold of this. As a result of impotent pluralism, politicians in dire need of significant moral wisdom. From the disingenuous, this extends to us. We need to change the list of whom we tend to trust. Despite blinded, the like-minded need mobilization. All eyes on any labor struggle for noble motivation. Difficult not to get caught up in this globalization. The working class has been suffering from total frustration. We pretty much have to be invincible workers, plagued by state, county, and municipal mergers. We must deploy coy tactics for integral fervor. The bossy glossy kill us softly with principled murder. When we see their overflowing coffers, you'd think eventually they'd have to be bestowing paupers. When they refuse to balance the wealth owing offers, underneath the radar is still showing marauders. Leaves many politically bankrupt. They can't individually stand up, feeling physically handcuffed. From those bankers to high heaven stankers, watch your pension because they all trying to gang purrs, gang purrs, gang purrs.